Hey ladies, Jennifer Delatorre here, creator founder of Nice Girls Finish Last, also known as Nice Girl Jen. And I'm going to do a topic today that is off of a question that I get asked quite frequently. And so I thought I would discuss it with you ladies and kind of explain to you where I'm coming from, what my thought process is, and then answer this question for those that have been curious. So let me start off by first saying, I do truly believe that the way you think, like a positive person and a negative person, it does make a huge difference how their life turns out and what they accomplish and so on, depending on if they think in a positive way or if they think in a negative way. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I see a lot of women and men, but you guys know I talk towards women that are in a network marketing company, and there's a lot of uplines in their business, and there's also ones that are just known across the board regardless of the company that you're in, all of these so-called big shots and gurus, and they're always preaching to you about having that positive mindset, about seeing something for yourself in the future, having that vision, knowing your why, all of these things. And like I said, I believe that how you think does play a huge role in if you're going to be a happy, successful person and how much you're going to accomplish. But what I don't believe is that what they are constantly teaching you and getting you to jump on board with and what they're telling you is going to help grow your business is going to even help you at all. I truly believe that because I've watched many of these big shots, know-it-all, whatever in the industries, and I've watched their videos, I've watched their lives, I've heard their trainings, and coming from somebody who's been a full-time entrepreneur since the time I was 19 years old, I can tell you that they are not teaching you anything that you can really just take and implement. It's always a mindset thing. And even though that is important, it's not everything. I know a lot of miserable people that have really good systems in place in their business and are more successful than some positive person, because you can't just sit around and think positive and then think that things are just going to all just line up and fall in place. You have to put in the work and not just run around like a chicken with its head cut off and just do whatever you can in desperate mode. I posted I posted before in the past that desperately trying 10 things at once isn't going to make you successful, isn't a good plan, because that's, the truth. Like, you have to have strategy to what it is that you're doing in your business. You have to know, marketing and sales and how to motivate your team and all of that. And so here is what I wanted to talk about today, is a question that I get asked quite frequently, which is, what would I do if I was in network marketing? I've been in several companies in the past and through my entrepreneurial journey, so I know how they work. I know what they teach you, ladies. I know what they expect you to do. I know the politics that goes on. And I'm just going to tell you right now, the things they want you to do, the things that they keep telling all of the masses to do, is really all about getting you hyped up, pumped up, feeling great, and feeling motivated so you can go out and do something. That's what they want you to do. They want you to just focus on doing something. They don't want you sitting around depressed wondering how to get your business going. And they know that if they can keep you positive and feeling great about what your future may hold, you'll stick with the business. You'll stick with trying to promote it, even though chances are you are not making any money, or at least hardly at all. And if you actually got into business to build something for yourself, for your family, for your future, and you've got these big expectations, then I know you're not satisfied with just making a few extra bucks a month, right? And I know that you're tired of the fluff and you really want something that's going to help you build the business up and actually get results. And so I'm here to tell you the things that I would or would not do if I myself were a network marketing company today. And you can take that for what it's worth. I've built a couple of businesses myself. I know what it takes to have systems in place, market it correctly, have a sales team. And so I wanted to share with you today what I would do or not do if I was in your position and you're watching this and you're in network marketing. And, maybe you'll go off and focus on doing these exact same things. And if you need help, you'll reach out to me and I will gladly walk you through it and hold your hand and, really kickstart your business. So let me get started here. And this is in no particular order, okay? This isn't like top to bottom. These are just random thoughts I thought about. If I was in the business today, what would I do, right? Okay, number one, I would not do vendor events. A lot of you ladies get caught up in the idea of promoting your business by going out to an event that's going on that somebody is hosting and paying for a table. And maybe you pay a small fee of $50. Maybe you pay something like $100, $200, $400, $500. And you set up your table, you get excited because you're like, hey, I get to display everything. I'm gonna get lots of sales. I have such an amazing product. And I did a live recently that you guys can go back in my videos and check out about if you are going to be a vendor in an event, here's what you could do to help increase your success by doing that, but I do not recommend it. If I was in network marketing today, I would not participate in events where I sign up to be a vendor. You are wasting your time and money. Here is why. First of all, you're not a brick and mortar company where you're trying to get exposure. So you are in a company that a lot of people have already heard of. So by you going out thinking I'm going to get exposure, are you? I mean, we see stuff on social media all day, every day about, Ronan Fields, Juice Plus, what else is there? Unique, Arbonne, Mary Kay, Thrive or Plexus, whatever. We see all of this. So unless you're a person coming out of high school, crawling out from under a rock, you've heard and seen these products before. So you are not doing yourself any favor by giving exposure. Here's what you are doing. You're spending $100, $200 to set up your table. You come out. If you've got kids, maybe you're paying for a babysitter so you can go spend 2 to 4 hours at this event. Chances are the host or hostess is asking you if you've got some kind of product that they could put in their raffle. You are helping them cover the cost of the venue. That's why they want you there. And they'll make you feel all cozy and great and you're awesome and we want you to represent your business there. They just want to make money off of you buying the table. And why is that a problem? Because in your position, being in network marketing, and if you haven't gotten things figured out yet, you can't afford to do this. You think it sounds like an easy, great idea, and it's not, okay? Believe me, I've seen it. I've spoken to many women. It always turns out to be a fail. So here's the thing. You spend the money for the table. Perhaps you're paying for a babysitter if you don't have family or somebody to watch them. Maybe you're even bringing a team member on board to help you out and you cut them a piece of the pie so that they'll participate and want to be part of it. You dish out samples for their raffle of the event, and nobody that's going to win that prize is going to call you up and ask to buy more. Or you're sitting at your table awkwardly and nobody's coming up to you. Maybe the hostess there allows you to speak to the whole crowd, so that makes you feel special, but it doesn't necessarily bring anybody to your table. And if it does, what are you doing with them? Are you collecting leads? Are you actually pushing sales there? Chances are not. Chances are you're doing what most people do, which is dish out samples. Do those people call you back? Do those people say, hey, I tried out your eyeshadow. I can't wait to get on the phone with Susie here and buy more? No, you have to have a way of following up with them. Anyways, go check out that video. I won't get into that, but I would not do it. And I know a particular woman who hosts events, and that's what she does. That's what she thrives on, is getting women that have these either part of a network marketing company or some type of small business that she's counting on you don't have any type of marketing plan and you're kind of in desperate mode. So of course you're going to give her a couple $100s to buy a table at her event. And you have a great time. You take pictures and you're feeling good, but what did you actually accomplish? Have you actually sat down and looked at the numbers on what it cost you to be there? And I'm not just talking about the table. I'm talking about the gas to go there, the babysitting costs if you had to do that, if it's in downtown Chicago, the parking cost, all of that. And for what? To make like a $50 commission? No, do not participate in the vendor events. Please save your money. You could learn how to market online through social media and never have to waste your time at another networking event. And please don't go there because you said, I'm just having fun and making friends. Did you get into business to make money and to grow something for yourself and your family and build a legacy, or to go out and have a little fun one Wednesday night and make some friends? I don't know. I like to work with the women who actually got in it to build something and not just a little bit of a hobby. Not looking for that. So that's number one. Stop participating in vendor events. We all know what your company is. You're wasting your money. It's awkward. It's uncomfortable, and you don't make the profits. So let's move on to the next point. All right. Number 2, I would not copy and paste the company's promotions. I would not do that. Listen, you are friends with various people online. If one of you is promoting, copying, pasting a photo or some kind of promotion going on, every rep in that company is doing the same thing. You want to know what your audience is doing when they see it? Rolling their eyes. That is what they're doing. Why should I go to you instead of the other 10 people I'm friends with on Facebook who sell the same thing? So what I talked about in a live was the 10 ways to stand out with your marketing. If you are in a company that's got tons of reps in promoting the same thing, how are you getting people to do business with you? How are you getting them to come to you? You have to find a way to stand out in how you promote what's going on within the company to grab people's attention, to get them to say, wow, that's different. I'm going to go check her out. How are you doing that? So one thing I for sure would not do is copy and paste the big promo that's going on and blend in and look like everybody else that's doing the exact same thing. It is not effective. And plus, again, you know how many people we're friends with? I'm not friends with just one person in one particular company. I'm friends with tons of them. So why would I choose to buy from you versus everybody else, right? Stop copying and paste. And I'm going to do another live regarding copying and paste, because I thought of something the other day that you ladies definitely need to hear when it comes to promoting your business that I want to share. So stop doing that. Come up with your own marketing. Be clever. It does take a thought process to get things out there and put together to stand out and separate yourself from everybody else. Number 3, I'd focus on the recruiting rather than the shoving of products down everybody's throat. When you are new in business and you've hopped on and joined a network marketing company, it's very easy to get caught up promoting the product because they sell you on how amazing it is, right? And I will say, there are quality products in all of these companies. So the product is not a problem, but you guys get caught up in just pushing the product. And I get it, because it's the easier of the two. Selling opportunity, selling a product. It's harder to sell opportunity. But if I was in network marketing, I know that I need to rely more on just my own efforts. I need to build a team. So my message, my mission, my promotion, all of that is going to be focused on recruiting people onto my team. And that's what you should do. You shouldn't be focused so much on the product, because people are going to buy the product. There's going to be people you bring up the opportunity to that just for whatever reason don't want to join, but they will check out the products, right? But so that's going to get sold. Now, years ago in a direct selling company that me and Joe ran, why did we bring in so much money? How are we so successful? Because we constantly had people on the team. We trained them well, and they were out there putting in the work to make sales and so on and so forth. So you can't just sit there and rely on yourself and yourself only. And if you're feeling afraid about it, again, reach out. I'll be glad to help. But that's what I would do. I would focus on the recruiting and stop talking about the product all the time. It gets annoying. And plus, again, why should I buy from you? Why should I join from you when you're not standing out compared to everybody else? All right, the next thing I would do, I would run my team and I would do it my way, and I would not just recruit someone and pass them off to the upline for them to possibly just get forgotten about. You know how many times I've had people say that they joined, they were excited, and then the person they joined with just passed them off to their upline. Their upline never talked to them, and so they never got the help they need, the guidance that they needed. They ended up sticking around for a while, and then they dropped off and failed. First of all, if you are not leading your team, you're missing out on fun, okay? That's one thing for sure. And you have to understand, I don't care what the company is doing. I don't care what their big shot uplines are doing. And they're going to tell you to make sure you plug them into the system. They're going to tell you to make sure you have them all look at whoever this upline is and their line, whatever. But you need to run your team, because guess what? They joined to be part of your team. You got them in. Now you should take responsibility in helping them be successful. How do they reach the first rank? How are you going to keep them motivated? What kind of little contests do you have under your team and to keep them pumped up and to keep them out there doing the work and not falling off and getting lazy? When they need help, can they go to you? Can they even call you? Can they get a hold of you? Or have you forgotten about them too? Do you really think that they're going to be successful by jumping on and now relying solely on themselves? No. When I ran a call center, this was around the time where those Staples came out with that easy button that you press, and it said that was easy. And one thing I did, we talked to a lot of people on the phone all day long. And some people are very rude and just, it would frustrate you and discourage you when you got off the phone with somebody like this. So I bought every employee in the call center an easy button for their desk. And every time they got off the phone with somebody that was rude and crazy, they hit the easy button. And it was kind of just like a stress reliever, like the call, in fact, was not easy at all, but it was just to kind of make them laugh and move on and get over it, because otherwise they'd hang on to that anger and that frustration that they had with that one caller, and it would be a snowball effect. They'd take it out on the next person. But sometimes if the calls were slow and we had time to kind of just chill, we'd randomly all across the office hit the easy button. It was like, that was easy, that was easy, that was easy, that was easy. And we'd all laugh and have a good time. Is it corny? Yeah. Did it make us have a good time and enjoy what we were doing? Yes. Did it help motivate them to forget that negative fool, move on to the next call? Yes. Did I do contests for them? Yes. Did I give out incentives? Yes. Was I waiting around for somebody to tell me to do that? Was I hoping that they could just figure it out and keep themselves motivated on their own? No. So why would you do that? So one thing I would do, I'd run my own team and I would take it seriously. And you don't need to be an expert. You'll learn along the way. But if you're keeping up with them and you are, you care about their success and why they got in and why they're feeling discouraged and so on, then, they'll see that you care and they'll feel like they're not alone. Like you didn't just recruit them just so you could get that commission, and good luck to you, right? All right, and let's see, one of the last things I would do, and there's many things that I wouldn't do, but these are just a few. These are just 5. All right, and the last thing that I would do, I would stop going to conventions. I know, you guys are probably ready to tune out. Unless I have a team of people and we're going there together to make noise that we are team blah, right? Or if you've hit a special rank and you're going to get recognized on stage and you're going to use that for your promotion and marketing purposes, I would go. But if I am in a position where I'm hardly making any money with the business and I'm getting constant peer pressure to come to the conventions, pay the money for the ticket, pay the airfare if it's not in my city, pay for the hotel, pay for the rent-a-car, whatever the heck you're going to need, dish out all this money just so they can fill a room. And I'm not hardly making any money? That's insane. I'm just not going to do it. It just doesn't make sense from a business standpoint. I once talked to somebody when I was in Visalis, if you guys heard that company. And I spoke to a gentleman who actually went to their latest convention. And I said, okay, really, what did you benefit from going to the convention? And his response was, well, we were the first people to see this new product that launched. I was like, and I did too, and I didn't go. And why didn't I go? And mind you, had a large team, okay? But why didn't I go? Because I felt like it was a waste of money and it didn't make any sense for the business. I saw the launch of the product too, because everybody with their smartphone was sitting there showing it off to everybody on social media. So I said, in fact, no, you actually were not the first and only people to see it, because I saw it too. And everybody else that's on your timeline is on your news feed. So listen, if you've got a team and you guys are going together to build morale and have a great time, go. If you are going to be recognized because of a rank you hit and so on, go. If you are making tons of money in your network marketing business and it makes sense for you to go and maybe just have a good time, go. But if you are struggling, you have no team, or at least not a team that's willing to pay and go with you, you're not getting recognized, don't feel that pressure that you have to go, because they only care about filling up the rooms and making the company look great. They don't care that you're dishing out $1,500 to go to this convention with travel, ticket, all this stuff, and you've only made $20 since in the first 3 months that you've been there. Nope. So if I was in network marketing, these are 5 things that I would do or not do. And I'm telling you this because chances are the company that you're in, they're just not going to tell you this. This is not the stuff that you're going to hear. You're not going to hear this from all the big shots in the MLM industry that are, keeping you motivated. And people get sucked up in that, and they feel like it's a good thing for their business because they're constantly feeling motivated. It's just they want you to feel good and fluffy. But listen, like I said in the beginning, unless you got in this business, or I should say this, if you got into your business to make a change with your income, with your future, with your lifestyle, stop falling for that. Stop falling for the fluff. Stop falling for the hype. You need marketing. You need sales. You need team building. You need strategy in your business. You don't need another motivational book. Pretty sure you're pretty motivated enough, right? So anyways, that's Jennifer Delatorre here, creator founder of Nice Girls Finish Last. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think. And if you know other women in network marketing that are going through these same things, or kind of struggling and maybe feeling like they're crazy because they don't want to go with the flow of how the business works, but they're a little bit afraid to go against the grain, share this video with them and maybe give them some, some insight and some motivation to look at their business a little bit differently. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you ladies soon.